What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good people, peace and love. Happy Wednesday. It's your boy, LaShawn Sugary Marston, back again with another episode of SRDaily. You guys know we're here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. I'm so excited to be here. This show today, I am feeling a lot of things. Last night was a beautiful, tough, challenging night. It's like the story of my life, right? But I don't say that with like as I don't say that grumpily, right? If that's a word. I don't say that with disdain. I don't say that with regret. I say that because LaShawn Sugary Marston, LaShawn Jamel Sugary Marston, I fully understand that life is like this. It is both positive and what some call negative. I'm going to say it's really like, it's all good, right? That's the saying, it's all good because it truly is. Everything works to the benefit of the whole. The arrow of time only moves forward. It does not go backwards. So every single thing that happens under the sun is to move the universe forward, right? Is to move the planet forward. And I think I have a global cosmic, right, like galactic consciousness. So even though there may be some things that physically hurt me, there may be some things that emotionally hurt me, there may be some things that mentally cause angst, I fully, not speaking for everybody else, I fully understand how every single thing is moving the whole forward. All of it, right? Me being shot, me going to prison, right? Move the whole thing forward, right? Like financial challenges, issues with my children and my children's mother. Let's move the whole thing forward, right? Like housing issues, right? Like all of the stuff, man, like the physical pains, right? Like all of it, the injuries, all of it is moving the whole forward, every single thing that happens. And so for me, I've learned to take it all with grace. I learned to be passionate, yes, but don't let my passion cloud my understanding of how this thing works here, right? Don't let my passion, don't let how I think it should be cloud freaking God's vision, right? Like, can I see through the eyes of God? If God is always in control, then God is always in control. If the universe is perfect, then the universe is perfect. It ain't just perfect when you find $100. It ain't just perfect when you get an extra $5,000 that you didn't expect. That's not only when it's perfect, it's also perfect when you lose $5,000. It's also perfect when your family member passes away to an illness, or even, and I say this as somebody who have lost tons of friends. If you guys know me, you know I've cried. You've seen me cry. You've heard me cry. Friends killed by friends. Shit hurts. But even that is part of moving the whole forward. And so I'm learning, right, that everything is of God. The tsunamis is of God. The earthquakes are of God. The tornadoes are of God. If those things are of God, then how is not the tornado, the storm, the earthquake in your life not of God? If the earth splits open because of God's will, and a seed cracks and a beautiful flower blooms because of God's will, how is it not the same for the challenges in your life? That's a whole word. I hope you guys heard that. Eddie Kruger, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Thanks for tuning in. Mona Love, what's up, baby girl? Happy Wellness and Wisdom Wednesday. Said Fusan Kofa, peace and love, my brother. Peace and love, my brother. Peace and love. I appreciate each and every one of you. But yeah, take that message, man. Like, take this first 5 minutes of the show, take that message, process it in your heart, right? Like in your mind, right? And if it doesn't apply, let it fly if it doesn't make sense to you. But if you know me, and right, like some of you here right now, you know me, right? You know me a bit. You don't know the me before, though. The me before I didn't have this understanding. I didn't have this level of peace, this level of content. I didn't have this level of open-mindedness and open-heartedness, right? Somebody did something to me, we're going to get them back. We're going to plan, we're going to plot, we're going to get them. Somebody did something to somebody I love, we're going to plan, we're going to plot, we're going to get them. But now it's like violence only begets violence. What you think of others will be thought of you. The energy that you put out, regardless to how right you think you are, will be brought back to you. And so then I was stuck in a space of complaining, why these things keep happening to me? Why these things keep happening to me? Why the universe why God is doing this? Why these people I had to be mindful of the energy I put out. I put certain energy out there. It's only going to come back to source. And then when you're conscious of it, it's even more so. And so listen, guys, we're going to get the show started. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marcy. You're tuned into episode 471 of SR Daily, episode 471, week 95, moving right along, middle of the week. And it's a freaking doozy. It is a freaking, again, it's up, it's down, but it's some shit happening, man. And we're going to talk about it on the show this morning. We're going to talk about it. Fusa, I appreciate you starting my day. Man, you started your own day, my brother. You got up, right? Spirit of the Most High woke you up. Breath woke you up. And you made conscious decision to do the things that you do, which one of the things I'm super grateful for is tuning into the show every day, my brother. You hear me? But let's get the show started, family. We're going to start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a quote of the day, and I'm quoting something from Facebook, a friend of mine. It was a freaking beautiful post, beautiful exchange. A friend of mine made a post, right? Gloria Brooks is her name. She said, increments teach patience. The steps that feel small often carry the most weight. Today's minor move is tomorrow's foundation. And then I commented, right? And I said, pardon me, getting tongue tied. I commented and said that I've often said incremental progress is still progress, and it's better than going backwards. She then commented under that comment with another quote, and it wasn't like she had quotes, it was just her saying it, right? She said, progress whispers before it sings. Increments carry the tune. I was like, yo, I'm quoting you on my show this morning. It's all good. Thank you for that wisdom, my sister. Thank you so much. Once again, we're going to read the quote of the day. Increments teach patience. The steps that feel small often carry the most weight. Today's minor move is tomorrow's foundation. Progress whispers before it sings. Increments carry the tune. Poetry. Fire. Fire. And it reminds me of something that we say in the streets. Slow money better than no money, right? Slow money better than no money. It's better to get the money slow. It is better to make slow progress. It is better to walk slow than to not walk, to not take steps, to not make progress, to not get money at all. Take your time. Know that every single step forward is indeed a step forward. Embrace the journey. Take progress over perfection. Take progress over perfection. This mindset is key in general in life, but especially when you are building something and you are working towards something. A lot of us have the the illness of immediate gratification, right? We want it now. Got to happen now. And it's like, yes, it's good to declare that. It's good to declare now is the time. Let's go get it now. Then that means you take action now. It doesn't mean that the thing's going to manifest now. You cannot, I don't give a damn how powerful you think you are and what kind of magic water you think you got. You cannot plant a motherfucking apple seed in the ground and water it to death right now and make it grow. You can't. It's a process. Everything has a process, and we are always in the process at all times. I love. I forgot the freaking brother's name who said that. I'm trying to remember his name, but he said it. TD Jakes. I love that. He said we are always in the process because we are always in the process of becoming more, of becoming whole, of becoming who we're supposed to be. Right? We are always walking into our destiny. And what destiny? The destiny that you determine. That you determine by what you told yourself, right? The story you told yourself, the vision that you created, that you cultivated, right? That you've the path you've embarked on, right? You determine, I'm going to get there, that destiny that you said, that you saw in your mind, you said, I'm going to get there in your heart, and then you took the steps. That's the destiny that you are walking into. So, like, take your time, man. Take your time, embrace this shit. It's ups, it's downs, it's ebbs, it's flows. The pendulum always swings, right? But, like, everything is always in motion. Everything is always in motion. You are either moving forward or you're moving backwards. So even if you're seemingly standing still, know that that's still progress because you ain't retreating. And sometimes you got to take 2 steps back. Sometimes you're on the road, you driving somewhere, and that road is closed. And you got to turn around, bust a U-turn, and find another way. Listen, you're all on the journey. You're all on the path back home, as they say. I'm going to say we're on the path to greatness. We are on the path. I know I am. I know Mona Love is. I know Frank Sefusen Kofa is. I know Eddie Kruger is. We're on the path of etching our names in the history books forever, right? Etching our names in the stars forever. Like, I ain't coming back to this place. This is my last go around. You hear me? This is my last rodeo, right? Like, I wholeheartedly believe that in my soul, I've unlocked the keys to literally being eternally in the stars, not reincarnating. I don't got to learn the lessons again. I'm learning them shits now. They're painful lessons, but I'm learning them. Listen, let's move right along though, family, because listen, you guys know, man, I am my father's son. My father was a reverend. I am a minister. I can talk about this shit forever. But let's move right along, man. We got some incredible news to share. Second segment, our need to know news of the day. We got some incredible news to share. It's major too. So I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about talking about it. So Brandon Stanton, the guy behind the Humans of New York project, right? I don't know if you guys have seen it, if you guys are following the pages on social media, but Humans of New York is multifaceted, right? But part of it is a social media campaign with nearly 13 million followers on Instagram and another 17 million followers on Facebook. Humans of New York, Brandon Stanton. You might have seen it. He takes photos of people. He sits with them, he gets their stories. He's told some incredible stories of people, right? Like incredible. I've read some incredible, phenomenally, emotionally powerful, brilliant, sad stories. And this is just in New York. Humans of New York. So he has Humans of New York, right? Well, his new book, Dear New York, came out Monday, right? Came out yesterday. I'm tripping. It came out yesterday. His new book, Dear New York, dropped yesterday, October 7th. And on Monday, the 6th, he unveiled that the entire Grand Central Station has been transformed into posters and billboards of New Yorkers from his book. The entire Grand Central Station. He said for the first time in its 112-year history, there is no advertisements at Grand Central Station. It is all photos of people. Let me see if I can pull up his post. Let me see if I can get into my IG real quick. All right, see if I get into my IG real quick and pull this thing up. Is it? Yep, boom, already logged in, already loaded. Oh, what's this? Hold on. Time invest your brain remembers info for 20 years. Let's share this. Hold on. Let's put this. Let's put this here. Hold on. Something I opened it and something was there. We're gonna share this to Mona Love. All right. What? Oh, there we go. And then we're gonna search here. Humans of New York. Humans of New York. And we're gonna go to this post from a couple of days ago. So he said, the city has provided me with the most blessed life. He said, many of you know tomorrow, He said, so many of you know that tomorrow my book drops. My Dear New York book will be released. It is my love letter to the city, and I've never been proud of a work I've created until now, because here's my secret. The book is the inspiration for a much larger piece of art for the next 2 weeks. So this was Monday, from Monday, October 6th to Monday, October 20th. So he said for the next 2 weeks, Grand Central Station will undergo the biggest transformation in its 112-year history as it becomes a living, breathing celebration of the people of New York. I'm freaking got goosebumps. I'm getting emotional. All advertising has been removed from the building and replaced with portraits and stories from humans of New York. But it doesn't stop there. Grand Central is far too large a canvas for one person, so more than 1,000 artists have joined me to contribute to this vision. Right? He got some students from the Juilliard School, right? Like, he is freaking incredible, man. He said, and it provides even if it provides the slightest amount of joy, solace, beauty, or connection to the 750,000 people who pass through Grand Central every day, we have achieved our goal. Yo, I'm so emotional because I'm featured in Grand Central Station. I got two photos, at least two photos, right? My homegirl saw two photos with me in Grand Central Station. The first one she texted the other morning, yesterday morning. It was like, I think it was yesterday morning or Monday afternoon or whatever day that was. It was this week. I think it might have been Monday afternoon. She was like, yo, like stopping MTA traffic, cheesing from ear to ear, so proud. And she didn't send the image. So I'm like, question marks, like, what are you talking about? She says the image is a freaking life-size billboard, like larger than life billboard of me. And I'm like, so she didn't give any other context. She said, that's you, like you in Grand Central. So I'm like, what's that? So Mona is like, people using your likeness. I'm like, well, I've done a few, photo campaigns for people. So I'm thinking, like, when is it? I'm like, I'm gonna get the photo. I'm like, okay, I don't have my glasses on. I don't have my World Hailer chain on. So this was before I had all of that. So this was like probably 2022, before I started wearing glasses in 2023, right? Which I don't need. I wear for style purposes only, fashion purposes only. I have pretty perfect vision. And then I was on social media Monday night. Yeah, it was Monday. Then Monday night, I'm doing my lesson. I'm doing my brain science lesson, and I just checked Instagram, and then I saw he was in New York Post with the first post there, and I read it. I skimmed through, and I was like, that's what that is. I met Brandon Stanton. I met him in 2023, and I met him in Queensbridge, and we did an interview, and he took photos, and he told me, he said, yo, listen, I don't know when I'm going to put this up. I don't know if it's going to be on my social media, like in a few weeks, in a few months. I'm a little backed up, or if it's going to be in my next book. But you have an incredible story, and it needs to go out there. So I don't know where it's going to be or how it's going to land. Please don't pressure me. I was like, nah, no problem, right? And here we are. 2 years later, literally almost to the day that we met. I think we met in October 2023. But here we are 2 years later, and your boy is in Grand Central Station. Now, I spoke this shit into existence. I said I was going to have a billboard in Times Square in my underwear. Right? I said I was going to get my body right, get my abs tight, and I was going to do a photo shoot, and I was going to create my own underwear line, right? Take photos in my underwear, my abs and all that lit, and put my billboard up in Times Square, right? Like, just proud of myself because, like, even though it's not where I want it to be yet, it's a lot better than what it used to be. I did not work out. Like, you can feel my abs. I got a little fat there still because I'm still eating at night, late at night, a little too much, right? But it's all good. We fine tuning this thing, right? But I said I was gonna have a billboard in Times Square. Now, this ain't Times Square, right? It's not Times Square. Red Razor, what's going on, God? This ain't Times Square, and I'm not in my underwear, but this shit is fucking epic. I got at least two images in Grand Central Station. It's 42nd Street. It's still 42nd Street. It's not Times Square. It's not outside, right? Where millions of people, but it's Grand Central Station, where 750,000 people pass through every single day, going to and fro, right? And I'm there. My first photo my homegirl sent me was just a large photo. I didn't see the side. I don't know if my quote is there. But the second photo she sent me this morning is a horizontal billboard photo and then my quote. And I'm like, yo, this shit is insane. And then one of my friends, Steph Reed, also has some photos there. Steph Reed was featured on his social media a couple years back, right? But Steph Reed went yesterday. He went yesterday. You can't wait for shit like this. But I had other shit to do, and I'm not rushing, right? But Steph Reed went, took some photos, made a video. And so, yeah, Friday, 2 p.m., we out. Friday at 2 p.m., we going to Grand Central Station. If you can make it, please do join me. Join us. Mona's joining me. I spoke to my mama. My mama's going to come, right? Join us, even if it's just me and Mona, right? And respectfully, if Mona wasn't here, I'll go by my damn self, right? But Mona, the support that she gives is unmatched. And so Mona's like, yo, why we got to wait till Friday? Let's go now. I'm like, you got shit to do, right? I had shit to do yesterday, right? Got shit to do today, and it's raining. Right, finish up some lessons, do some other shit, and then I got some shit to do tomorrow. So I'm like Friday, and I want to get my hair cut. I want to get my beard lined up, right? I want to be right? Because we going to take photos. Said food was like, take pictures. I was like, come on, man. I'm going to just stare at the shit. Of course we're gonna take pictures. We're gonna take pictures. We're gonna take videos. We're gonna do an interview, right? We're gonna shoot some content, right? I'm with my World Hailer shit. We're gonna do a commercial, right? I'm gonna figure this shit out. We're gonna make this shit lit. I'm gonna talk to some people today, tomorrow. See if we could do a commercial because, like, yeah, I am World Hailer and I am here, and we are in fucking Grand Central Station, yo. Man, what an honor, So once again, Friday at 1 p.m. we're meeting in Queensbridge. I got a haircut appointment at 12. We're gonna meet at the train station about 1 o'clock. It clearly doesn't take an hour, so we could wait till about 1:30 or so for folks. But between 1 and 1:30, meet us in Queensbridge at the train station, 21st Street, 41st Avenue, F train station, and we will take the F train to 42nd Street in Bryant Park, get out that train, walk to the 7 train, right? Walk to the 7 train so we don't got to go out and pay another fare, right? Walk to the 7 train, And then because my homegirl said the first photo that she saw was coming up the 7 train, coming up the escalator from the 7 train to the 4 and 5 platform. So we're gonna do that same exact thing, and then we'll walk through the rest of Grand Central Station. But yeah, take the F train, 42nd Bryant Park, walk through the tunnel, get the 7 train, take the 7 train, one stop to 42nd Grand Central, because I think it's 42nd Bryant Park, 42nd Times Square, 42nd Grand Central. I don't know how it goes, but we're going to 42nd Street, Grand Central Station. Yeah, so meet us there, join us, let's roll out together. And let's move right along, though, fam. Let's move right along. We do have a whole show to do. Today is Grand Central, next is Times Square, baby. Speak that shit. Speak that shit, Mona. Today is Grand Central Station, next is Times Square. And again, like, what's so crazy is that I didn't pay for this shit. When I said Times Square, I was going to pay for it. And when I do Times Square, right, if it doesn't happen any other way, I have no problem paying for my own billboard. And clearly, by then we made, right, but it costs money to have 2-week advertisements, right? But there's no advertisement. It's photos. So, yeah, we're going to make some shit happen. Third segment of the day, tip of the day. Today's tip is just that. Speak your dreams into existence. Speak your dreams into existence. Yes, speak it to yourself, but also tell the people you know that not just love you, because some people love you, but they don't believe in your dreams. So don't just tell the people that love you. No, tell the people who you know believe in your crazy dreams and ideas and visions. Speak to the people who you know when you say, yo, we're going to do this, we're going to build schools, we're going to do this. And they say, yo, get it done, I believe in you. Don't speak to the people that when you say, yo, we're going to do this crazy shit, they're like, come on, man, you can't do that. How you going to do that? How you going to make that happen, man? That shit, you know how much that costs, you know how much time that takes, you know how hard that. Don't recognize those people, right? And like and what's so crazy is that, like, even if you tell those people and they spit that venom, they spit their fears, their limitations, their inhibitions, right? Like, as long as your faith is stronger than that, then it's still gonna make happen. So tell people. Don't fall into the trope that you can't tell people your ideas. And again, I understand that. I do understand not telling the wrong people your ideas, right? Because there's the wrong people. And they could be your parents, they could be your siblings, they could be your spouse, right? Like, there are people who may not believe in your crazy wild ideas. There are people who may think that you shouldn't do certain things, right? Like, it's partners where you tell, yo, I'm gonna do this. They're like, why you gotta do that, man? Like, just do this. Like, you got stuff to do, you got stuff to focus on. Just stick with this. Don't tell those people. And I'm gonna say, and as someone who's been divorced, right? Like, ain't nothing wrong with walking away from a situation where you don't feel valued. Ain't nothing wrong with walking away from a situation. And mind you, I was divorced, didn't want to be divorced, but such is life, right? Now it's all good, it's all divine, right? Like, best partner I've ever had now. You hear me? I have right now, Mona Love, best partner by far I've ever had the honor of being with. And I'm so grateful for her and how she just shows up in the world, and then how she shows up for me, my family, how she pours in. It's fucking phenomenal. It's magical. Never experienced anything like this, right? However, in saying that, if she did not believe in my crazy dreams, it would not work. It would not work. If she was telling me to be logical and be realistic and why I gotta, it wouldn't work. But grateful that's not the case, right? Because it works. If she believes in all of my wild dreams, all of this shit, all of the crazy, you guys know I got some crazy ideas, right? And they're only crazy until they work. And when we say crazy as New Yorkers, not that they're bad or it's just wild. It's just like, most people won't even think about some of the shit I think about doing and wanting to accomplish, right? But yeah, allow your faith to be greater than their fear or their hate, and you can still tell people you're still going to manifest. So speak that shit and then go do that shit. You really have the power to create miracles in your life. You really have the power to create miracles in your life. As they say, abra fucking cadabra. Magic. Magical, magical, magical. And let's move right along, family, to the fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day. Today's build is the power of talking to people. Listen, I met Brandon Stanton in Queensbridge. He was walking by. Miss Kitty Rose, what's going on? I met Brandon Stanton in Queensbridge as he was walking by the farm stand a couple years ago. We doing our farm stand. He came by. He, asking what's going on here. I'm telling him we're running the farm stand. I'm like, he got a camera on his shoulder. So I'm like, yo, what you shooting? He tells me the camera he's using. I'm like, nah, not what you're shooting with. What are you shooting? He's like, I'm taking portraits of people. I'm like, well, take a picture of me. He's like, well, I'm taking portraits of people who live in public housing. I'm like, well, this is my neighborhood. I'm from here. And then we started chatting. And then 30 minutes later, Eddie U was there. Eddie Kruger was there. He's like, yo, let's take some photos. You want to do an interview? I'm like, hell yeah. So we do an interview. We take photos. We end up going to the block. We spent like 2 hours taking photos and talking. And again, he told me, he was like, yo, I don't know if I'm going to feature you on the Humans in New York page or if you'll be in my next book, right? It's come out in a few years. I'm like, it don't matter. It's all good. And here we are in his next book, fucking billboards at Grand Central Station. This is something I spoke, though. I spoke this shit. Eddie, you heard me speak this shit. Sefu Sankofa, you heard me speak this shit. Mona Love, you heard me speak this shit. I'm going to have a billboard. Spoke this shit. I spoke this shit to myself. I spoke this shit on the show a few times. I spoke this shit. Speak. So the power of talking to people. You never know who you'll meet and how either they'll impact your life or how you'll impact their life or how together you both will impact the world. Get out of your own way. Get out of your head. Small talk. You know, a lot of people like small talk, but small talk, like small steps, can be grounds for monumental impact. Small things, the small incremental steps. So yes, the small incremental talk, the small talk. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? Oh, the weather is, got a little headache. Is you got what pen are you using? Right? Those small conversations, right, that a lot of people want to avoid. I don't like small talk. Well, how you gonna get to big talk without small talk? Everything starts small. And I understand it, right? But you can direct, it can start small, and then you can direct as a director, as a conductor of energy. You can direct the energy and then build from that shit, right? Build from that shit. Small talk, start a brand stand. What's going on here is a farm stand. Oh, I could have been, no, what are you shooting with? No, what are you shooting? Take a photo of me. Speak that shit, right? Speak that shit, right? Small talk, like small steps, can be the grounds for monumental impact. Stop holding yourself back. Understand and overstand that we are often the weapons formed against ourselves, causing us to not prosper. I've done it. I know I've hindered some of my progress at times, right? But again, my perception is that it's all part of the whole. But I know that I've slowed down my progress, my greatness, by certain mindsets, by certain habits, behaviors, right? I've done it. I've been there. Understand who you were that got you here isn't going to get you to the next stage. It's okay to reinvent yourself. It's okay to become a newer version of yourself. It's okay to be better, stronger, wiser, sharper, right? It's okay to adopt new ways and put old ways that you needed to survive. Put them shits down. It's time to thrive. We're not just here to live. We're here to thrive. Let's go. Come on. Tap in. Tap in. Every single step that you take is a step in the right direction. He said the way to get up to the top of the mountain is to one step at a time. So take that step. Have that small conversation. Introduce yourself to somebody. Let somebody introduce themselves to you. Ask, how's the food? Or how's the weather? Or what you're drinking? And then allow those creaks, cracks, and crevices, how you get into a little conversation, allow that shit to explode. They said every dewdrop adds to the stream, and all of the streams add to the ocean. They said, how does a mountain, right? How does the valleys happens not just by big ocean spread, but no, by a little bit of water at a time, a little bit of water at a time. Crack, 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 crack. It opens, and before you know it, you got the fucking Grand Canyon. Right before you know, you got the Nile River. Come on, you could do this. You could do this. So that's how it's done. Possibilities are always endless. Absolutely, yes, sir. It's happening, y'all. Appreciate you guys. Yo, listen, guys. That is the show. That is today's show. Again, Friday. If you are available, please do join us. Please do join us. We're meeting in Queensbridge at 1 o'clock. We're going to wait till about 1:30, the latest, 1:45. And we're going to Grand Central Station. We're going to see these billboards. We're going to take some photos. We're going to do some interviews. Eddie Kruger, if you're available, brother, you already know. You already know how I feel about you, King. You know you're one of my favorite people, 100% one of my favorite artists. I would love to get you freestyling in front of the World Healer Sugar Ray billboard. I mean, I would love that shit, bro. If you can't make it, you gotta know you got shit to do. I know that's a crunch time for you, but if you can make it. It's lit. It's going down. Friday, 1 o'clock, meeting in Queensbridge, headed to Grand Central Station. See the Dead Humans of New York, not just see my photos, but to see the whole campaign. Take some time to walk through the whole station, see the photos, take it all in, man. I'm going to order a copy of the book. I looked on Amazon, book like almost $40 hardcover. I'm gonna email Brandon, see if we can get some signed copies. I definitely want a signed copy. He got to sign my copy, man. But yeah, man, that's it. That's our show, family. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. On the run vegan. What's going on, family? What's going on the run vegan? Man, yo, I can't wait to get back down to Miami. And even though we're not eating cooked food now, we are going to eat cooked food again. And when we come to Miami, Mona and I, we are coming to get some food. You already know how I feel about you and your food, my brother. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Please do join us tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and YouTube Live. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Martin. This is episode 471 of SRDaily. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up, get up, get up, get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love, Mona said. Today's heard you. Yeah, yo, I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.